Hey guys, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Sonic Heroes for the Nintendo GameCube. Last time we did Team Sonic's extra mission for Frog Forest and spent a lot longer than we needed to in Lost Jungle for all the wrong reasons. But now it is time for what... if this ends up being easier than Lost Jungle, I don't know what to say anymore. But it's now time for what would normally be the most difficult of Team Sonic's extra missions. It's time for Hand Castle. We have no more 5-minute time limits. Frog Forest was the last one. This time our target is a full 6 minutes. Oh my god. The first one is 6 minutes. Well, okay, it's technically the 11th. But anyway, yeah, this one is really strict. And I fail so many times when going down that tower. I guess the world's upside down, so going up the tower. Right, you only need to destroy the first one. I want to grab that. Hopefully it'll be enough. Now we just gotta go. 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 Gotta go fast. Gotta go fast. Ignore the searchlight robots. As in, don't go into the light. Don't go into the light. Stay with me. Stay with me, Sonic. Don't go into the light. You don't need to go into the light a third time. You're not dying a third time. Sonic Forces looks good. Sonic Mania looks awesome. I want my Mania. I don't want Forces. Sonic Boom was a while ago now. Where's the door? It's not really a door, it's more of a gap, but... This isn't 2006. This isn't 2014. This isn't 2015 when you didn't even have a game. Sonic Runners doesn't count. Camera. Work with me here.
Let's go. Got it. Here we go.
What I really should have done is actually jump off of the grinding loop there and just fly over here. Because it is possible to do. You still have to fight the camera a little bit. But it is very possible to actually do that. Whoa, safety land. Good thing I landed safely there and that thing was pushing me, draining that timer. That freaking phone stopped vibrating. I'm turning that phone off in a minute. It isn't anybody messaging me, by the way. I'm not neglecting anybody. Right, jump down here. Ah, I don't wasting time again. Right, of course, this is the part where we actually do have to be careful because of stuff like that. Right, I'm jumping down. At times, really, this is the slower option because obviously you are running faster than you're falling. Ooh, oh, Knuckles, when Knuckles landed on it, both him and the Switch started glitching out there. I don't know what happened there. In fact, I'm surprised that even triggered the Switch. It's like I didn't even land on it. It's like the whole platform is like the hitbox to the Switch. Right, we don't need these. They're optional. Let's go over here. Got our Team Blast ready. No, I want to play as Sonic. Team Blast helps when you're with the group of robots. We already know this, so... The only issue is that you stop moving, but... This is Sonic Heroes, we're not exactly going to be moving a lot of the time anyway. Right, ignore all of the rings there. Jump over here. Balloon does give you a little bit of extra distance. Oh god, where was the switch? Oh, yep, it's the most difficult ones, of course. The ones that are on the walls. That you have to fly up to get. Yeah, this is what I really mean when you gotta choose which enemies to fight and which ones to ignore. Right, you need to worry about these two. Because, again, you're not going. You got to defeat some enemies, otherwise you're just not going to have enough to get the A rank. But if you fight too many enemies, especially in this level, well, then you're definitely not gonna. Then you're definitely not going to make it. I actually managed to make use out of Tails' dummy ring bombs there. They're somehow worse than they are in 06. I mean, 06 came after, but it's like, how do you make them worse? Oh, for God's sake, Knuckles. There's too much of this level left, Knuckles. It takes like a minute to get down that tower. That doesn't take quite that long, but it takes a while. Right, last group of enemies. Do this. Even though we haven't got quite as many enemies as we normally do. Because we haven't activated the searchlights. I mean, I guess if you're using Team Blast, it doesn't really matter. Sonic. Gotta try and hope you get these fast enough. Oh, what? I could have sworn that was right in the middle. Right, first try for each one. Let's get through here fast enough. This part's gonna take you a while. I think we're in the clear though. Like, it shouldn't take me a minute to get through this part. Now watch me screw it up. This really is going to prove that Lost Jungle wants to be more difficult. The difference being is that Lost Jungle was difficult for the wrong was a problem for the wrong reasons. This one's just hard because the timer is strict. Oh, I really hate how that launches you right into that spike cannonball. Those things will slow you down.
Jump now.
I prefer the one in Sonic Adventure when I don't actually have to do anything apart from move away from some pillars. Which I do struggle with anyway. Or only Adventure 2 in City Escape, where it's completely automatic and I don't have to do anything. I mean, I guess props for making it a bit more interactive. Although I only got C rank, didn't I? It's telling me in the level ups I only got a C. No, that should be an A. There we go. First try on Hang Castle. Why does everything I try and emphasize is difficult end up being easy, and every time I say something's easy it ends up being difficult? I hate this recording curse. It's annoying. But anyway, now it's Mystic Mansion. So this one is... I don't recall this one being too bad. The altars are the issue.
Let's blast through with Sonic speed. Okay. All right.
So... again, you just gotta try and make sure that you have enough time left to do all 3 altars, and then you should be fine. Now, I believe I did once fail after clearing all 3 altars, and I couldn't just quite get to the goal ring in time. I think that did happen one time. I played this game so many times I forget many of the early things that happen.
Feels like Halloween with all these ghosts.
That was pointless, I didn't need to do that. I just needed him.
You surprised me.
It's kind of the idea, Knuckles, they're supposed to surprise you. Usually in annoying ways, it just ends up making you get hurt.
Here we go.
I always wonder what's with the skeletons. Like, it's really cool how they just like hiding behind the door, and you get close to them and they go in.
Leave it to me. Yeah. Watch out. Step on that shadow and that weight cushion.
I would question what's the logic here, but I don't care. Like, how does a switch end up making a pair of doors not only into a corridor but also more rooms?
Already, here we go.
I mean, Sonic's a cartoonish kind of thing, but this just doesn't make sense. It's like nothing, I mean that's the idea, nothing here is supposed to make sense. How are we bringing portraits to life? How did Eggman get his robots to become portraits in the first place? Or Metal Sonic, whoever it is, how did they get their robots inside of portraits? Hey, I didn't want Tails for this. I wanted Sonic. I accidentally pressed the button. Now Tails is going to get 2 level ups he doesn't need because he's already leveled up. That could have been for Sonic. This could have been for Sonic. But no, they're going to Tails, who is already maxed out. Right, this one's for Sonic.
Here we go.
Leave it to me.
What happened there? I was punching it. How did I get hurt from that? Gotta know which way round this is, which I never remember.
Let's go.
I never ever remember which team has which combination. Ooh. We don't need to worry about him because for some reason he doesn't give me any points. Or him. Is it the same robot or not? That's what I want to know. The only times you ever really need to worry about him is when you're doing Team Dark's extra missions. Because they do count towards that total. But you don't need to worry about hitting him all 3 times. For all 3 combos, there's no point in bothering with the first one. Because that's not actually going to get you anywhere. No. Yeah, I don't know why I was thinking otherwise there. It's like, the bottomless pit. No, it's not. Don't know how I forgot that. It's like it's the game I've spent more time on than anything else. Except maybe Burnout 3. Oh, never have I had to do this with a one. It's been a long time since I had to do this with a level 1 Knuckles. But I am sure I would definitely be not using the Team Blast there with what's coming up. Now, should I take the legitimate pathway this time, or should I take the glitchy pathway again? No, you know what? I like taking the glitchy pathway. There's not much down there anyway. You go there for actually, I don't remember which team goes there. Hello, Team Chaotix Flower. Why are you here for Team Sonic? Oh, well, come on. He was nearly dead. As for which way's faster, it probably is the bottom path. When all you have to do is jump down and you'll instantly be in a room like this, rather than waiting for the rather than waiting for the switch to change things up and then defeating enemies. I don't know what happened there. Sonic there was still at least 2 rings left in that trail, and Sonic just stopped. Thankfully, I was still able to make it. I still wish we got a bit more of a level out of this cavern. I don't know what it is with these spooky castles and 3D Sonic games having these underground caverns. Like, Cryptic Castle and Shadow the Hedgehog definitely does borrow certain elements from Hang Castle and Mystic Mansion, and one of those is an underground cavern. I mean, we only see it for like a few seconds, and it's got some kind of creepy skeleton spider monster living in it. Whoops. But, you know, it's still something there. We still have ghosts, although I don't think they're pumpkin ghosts in that game. Right, we've got just over 2 minutes left. No, guys. That doesn't mean turn back. We will never turn back. We will never turn that way. No matter how life tries to face us, we'll turn the other way. Yes, I want at least one. I want at least one of those rings. We will turn the other way. This is not Shadow. This is not a Shadow the Hedgehog playthrough. I mean, that came next, but that's not what I'm doing next. I'm doing a much better game than Shadow the Hedgehog in the retrospective. Shadow the Hedgehog comes much later. Unfortunately, a lack of a 3DS capture device means it might come sooner than otherwise, which is really annoying. You know, it kind of defeats the purpose of a retrospective. I don't know where his bullet went there, but... The noises I make when I get worried. Because it's like after it... Okay, well let's just... It's this game, and then in the retrospective there are 2 more console games. After that, however, it's then a 3DS game, but I don't have a means of recording that. But after that, it's a DS game, which means that I still have no means of recording that. I don't think there's any real good emulators. I mean, I know there is a DS emulator, and there's recently been a 3DS one, but I don't think it's that good. And I don't really want to use an emulator that's for the higher, you know, for the more advanced consoles, because the emulators definitely don't work as well. If it's for something like a Super Nintendo or an NES or... Oh, that was too close. Or the Mega Drive, or the GBA, I don't mind. But Jesus Christ, that was way too close. Yes, it was Knuckles. Yes, it was. But it's kind of annoying when,
Piece of cake.
you know, there's how many Sonic games does that equal? That's 4 DS games and 4 3DS games. That's 8 games that I can't record there. That's Rush, Rush Adventure, Chronicles, Colors, Generations, Lost World, Shattered Crystal, Fire and Ice. That's a lot of Sonic games. In a retrospective.
Perfect.
Yeah, the rest of them are fine. I can do the advanced games on the emulator. You know, well, what are the other handhelds after that? It's Pocket Adventure. That'd be for the emulator. All the others are the Game Gear stuff. Well, I have Mega Collection Plus and Gems Collection for that. Anyway, so that's pretty much, yeah, that's it for that. So next up is our final 2 levels. Egg Fleet, which as you can see we've already well past the extra missions time there, and Final Fortress, which we're not. But it's really not that bad. So I will see you guys then.